If you're looking for the cheapest, and I mean cheapest coins out there to build your God Squad, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable, and make sure you use code WOLF to get 3% off. Link is in the description. Now, before we get into today's video, I just want to talk to you guys about Madden 22 and what's been going on with franchise and how they just bailed on the damn mode completely. To me, it's unfortunate, man, because there are a lot of franchise players. I know a lot of people that watch my videos are franchise players, and it's saddening to see developers do what they're doing to the franchise community. As far as me as a player, the reason you guys don't see me play MUT on my channel a lot is because I just feel bad about spending money on packs, knowing that they're just worried about the ultimate team side instead of the whole gameplay. As far as gameplay goes, I mean, a lot of the stuff, bro, if something happens with the auction house or anything that has to do with the money on the MUT side, that stuff gets patched within 24 hours. But the gameplay is probably at its worst that I've ever seen. As far as glitches and stuff like that, you guys know, before I used to complain about gameplay and I used to get mad in my videos. Instead, people were just saying, hey man, you know, don't be complaining, what are you doing? And then I started to realize I do sound stupid. So what I did was I just focused on the glitches and I just exposed the glitches. I exposed the game for what it is, but let's face the facts, man. Unless people boycott Ultimate Team, because whether you like Ultimate Team or not, for the sake of Madden, it has to be boycotted. People are gonna need to stop playing it, man. You have to cut the snake's head off. You saw my tweet yesterday. It's exactly what I said. You have to cut the snake's head off, man. We're gonna have to boycott MUT to fix the game, because what they're doing, they made promises about franchise in a video. Someone had posted it. It was in the hashtag of Madden 22 of them saying that they were gonna focus entirely on franchise and make it better, and now they're bailing on it. Makes no sense to me, man. I think that is disrespectful to the community, to the people that have been loyal, to the people that got Madden to where it is today before there was even Ultimate Team. It's these people that you're bailing on, bro, and that's just unfortunate. So I am down to boycott Ultimate Team as a content creator. You guys know I'm a realist. I don't play the fake. I don't open my mouth and thumbnails for packs and try to lure you guys into watching my videos by spending money into this greedy ass company, bro. Okay, that's not what we're about over here. If you're addicted to MUT, man, we need to take a step back. I need you guys just to take a year off, man. Just take a year off. Let's boycott the mode. Let's get the game to where it needs to be. And then if, you know, once we get gameplay where it needs to be, let's get back in Ultimate Team. Hell, I'm down for that. You know what I mean? As long as the core gameplay and the people that have brought the game to where it's at, right, are looked out for. You got to look out for these people, man. Let's continue today's video, man. I mean, it's you know, it pisses me off, bro. But I mean, at the same time, someone like me that just exposes glitches, like, I know how bad the game is. So anyway, let's talk about defense today. So if you guys are playing current gen, I'll show you guys the defense that I was using, because over the top adjustments work. So you might as well use this defense because it's going to just work for you better. So in our coaching adjustments, we're just going to come over here to speed. And then we'll start with 5-yard curl flats. You can drop these to 15, however you want to do it. If I were you, I would start at 5. And if they need a lot of yards, go to 20-25. Or if they're hitting like a lot of corner routes or crossing routes, and hit these to 20-25. So 5 to start. We'll go ahead and do, we don't really need to do, we could do curl flats if you want to like set Mabels from a cover 3, but we're not going to talk about cover 3 today. Okay, we're going to be talking about the Madden defense aspect. We're going to be in the multiple defense playbook, and we're going to be in a 3-3-5. This is the defense that I used a lot in Madden 21 current gen. So Madden 21 current gen, Madden 22 current gen is the same thing. You can still run over the top coverage and you won't be penalized for it. In Madden 22 next gen, you can't press and shade over the top because it doesn't work. But it still works in current gen. So we just want to sub out our slow people for our fast people. So Josh Bynes going to get out of here. Let's go ahead and look for where Stevenson. Is he in here? Or is he already in the lineup? Because they update rosters and stuff, and I don't know who's where anymore. We'll just put free safety. So right here we have Harrison, linebacker. We'll just put Levine. And let's make sure our pass rush is good. We got Campbell's on the outside. Probably want him on the inside. Let's go ahead and put Houston here. We'll put Campbell in the middle, and then we'll put Wolf here. So it look like this. And then our slot corner, we have Tavon Young, but I want Peters. Why do we not have Peters in the lineup? We need Peters in the lineup, bro. Come on, bro. What y'all doing, man? And that's how I want my lineup. So we're gonna be running cover 2 man, and I'm gonna show you guys just how I would run it and set it up against against whatever, okay? So typically what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be using the guy that's on the blitz. So the first setup is going to be, we're gonna press, okay? Y or triangle, left stick down. And then we're gonna shade over the top. Y or triangle, right stick up for over the top like this, okay? Now, my videos, my gameplay videos are a little bit hazy. I'm gonna try to fix that. It's worse. Ever since I tried to move to a monitor, it messed up like my whole PC size, weird. So pressing, shading over the top. If it's a trips formation, I usually shade inside, so Y or triangle, right stick to the left or inside. You see that box? And then I take these guys and do whatever I want. These guys are the determining factor on how my defense is ran properly and the shading behind it. So let me show you what I mean, okay? If I leave these guys on deep pass, okay? Then with my defense, I can press, shade underneath, Y or triangle, right stick down for underneath and inside. These guys will attempt to guard routes that are underneath. So people running drags, people running quick slants. If you shade underneath and inside, there's a good chance that these guys will pull inside those routes as long as you have the blues covered, because when you shade underneath, they will drop under the receivers and over the top will be open. Let's see if I'm gonna shade underneath right now. Let's let him snap the ball. Hopefully he tries to throw it. Watch this drag. You're seeing that everybody's underneath the routes, okay? Go into instant replay so you can see. Now, when you run underneath on your coverage, it is very important, okay, that you have your deep paths out there if you're running underneath. You're gonna see these guys are gonna go underneath their coverage. Boom, underneath, okay? They're gonna try to stop anything that goes, well, like what this guy's trying to do. Queen's right there, pretty much clamp them up. These guys are gonna wait for these guys to cut underneath, and that's why we have this deep path here to help protect this guy or this guy from getting over the top and getting an easy one-play touchdown. Now, if you're not going to shade underneath, so you press, you shade over the top, now we can do what we want with these guys, okay? So Stevens is back here. We could put him, let's just say they're trying to hit something like in the middle. You could put a hook curl. You could put a curl flat. You could put this guy on an inside third. You could put him on a curl flat, and then you can run shade down, shade up, and you'll have your 5-yard clock. Remember, we set in coaching adjustments, we set these to the 5 yards. Now, if you're not gonna be using the deep halves, you make sure you shade over the top. Y or triangle, right stick up, and then you can shade in, inside, outside, depending on where you think your opponent's gonna be throwing the ball. It's simple as that. Now, with mobile QBs on the D-line, you wanna make sure you spread the D-line, and then you wanna make sure you QB contain, so it look like this. Now, what I used to do, and I would assume it still works, is I would take my middle guy, which is Campbell, and I would put him either on a spy or a bluff blitz. That way he turns into a 3-rec hook, and we just rush 2. Back in the day, I used to just rush 2, and it would work wonders. Okay, so right here, boom, we have the contains, all kinds of coverage on the field, and he just has nowhere to go, has nowhere to throw it. But what I want you to pay attention to now in instant replay, remember when I showed you an instant replay, these guys were playing underneath. Now with the shading over the top adjustment, now look where they're at. They're gonna be above the receivers. So what does this mean as far as offense? Well, on offense, if you notice if you can't get your deep throws over the middle, over the top, because these guys are shading underneath, then you need to start hitting like curl routes, okay? Curl routes, comeback routes, things that come underneath is what you wanna attack on offense. So that's how you play man defense properly in Madden 22 current gen. And these guys are your main. So like I said, there's different things you can do. Let's say they want to hit you on a skinny post. You put this guy on a hook. Okay, you're gonna shade down, or you're gonna press, shade over the top. And let's just say you think they're gonna hit you with a crossing route. Over here, you'll put the cloud flat, and then you'll change your adjustments to 25. That way, this guy drops. Okay, he'll drop all the way over here outside the numbers, because cloud flats at 25 go outside the numbers. And then with your user, what you're gonna do is you're gonna bite the drag routes that come over the field. So he snaps the ball, boom, drag route. We stick to the drag route. Now you see right there, I don't have the cloud flats. You could even let me show you, you could put a hook curl on that side. Let's say you get cooked with that route. Okay, we know we're getting cooked with that route. We could put this guy, okay, on a hook curl. Now we're assuming that coaching adjustments are being used. You could put a 3-rec hook, and then you can contain. And then all I have to worry about is the drag route right here. So we have a bunch of coverage. We're leaving only a couple things open. Watching this route right here, he's got nowhere to go. And like I said, just those adjustments in man defense. If you're getting cooked in man defense, all you gotta do is take your blues and put them somewhere you're getting cooked at. So whether it be a crossing route, with a 20-yard cloud flat, whether it's a skinny post, something over the middle. You can put hook curls, right? If it's over the middle, you can put a 3-rec hook, and then just things like that, okay? But what I like to do a lot is I will leave the deep paths and I will play underneath coverage, okay? I will play underneath your zones and I will guard whatever crossing route I see coming over the field. So like this would be the crosser, I would guard this guy. You see what I'm saying? And he's got nowhere to go because I'm leaving that, and that is a very powerful defense. Now you can sell out if you think you can get away with it by still putting these guys in zones, shading underneath. But like I said, if you shade underneath and if you don't have a deep path out here, I don't know if Hurts is good enough, but he could look down the field and cook you over the top. So underneath coverage, this guy still can't. He still has nowhere to go, but it is a vertical place. There's not a lot of man beating routes on the field. So that's that right there, man. Use it wisely, okay? Use it to your advantage. If you're encouraging Madden 22, it's gonna help you win a lot more games, I promise. If you need to stop the run before we get off, okay? Let's say they're running inside zone on you. You pinch the D-line or leave them open and put these guys in spies. Matter of fact, I'll show you, okay, before we get off the video, because I think it's important from like a trips formation if someone's doing that to you. So because people are like, I'll just run the ball on you. I get that a lot because I don't show you guys. So let's just go to, of course, there's no inside zone on this one. There's no inside zone on that. Bro, the Eagles playbook is this bad, bro? Oh, there it is right there. Okay, right there. There's an inside zone here. So what I do is shade over the top. Sometimes I'll leave my defensive line where they're at. That way my spies get free releases to the inside. I'm just waiting for him to snap the ball, bro. Right here. And then we just crash down and your spies will do the work for you. So that's that adjustment to stop the run. If you didn't know about that, you can utilize spies, bringing them down into the box and stuff like that. Be careful because your opponent sees what you're doing. He can just counter that. It's like I said, it's a chess game. Not always going to work, but it will slow down the run. It'll have your opponent scared to run the damn ball. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new, become a member. Love you guys, man. Peace.